in the Rain is kicking off the Theater Under the Stars Outdoor Theater Festival. So, we're throwing the spotlight on the show's director and choreographer, Mr. Shane Hall. We are joined today by Shane Hall, choreographer and director of Singin in the Rain. So let's hop into these questions.
Yeah.
Firstly, this is a remount of Singin in the Rain from last year.
Correct. I think as a director and choreographer, having the opportunity to revisit any show is such a treat. We only got to perform last year one full weekend of performances, and then of course the world went into the state that it went into. I'm thrilled that not only myself, but that the entire design team and that the people that are joining this company get a second opportunity to do this show. Gives me, as the creative artist over the project, more opportunity to discover the show, to discover more intention within the show, with the new performers that are either doing a role that they may not have done last season or with new actors joining the company. It's given me a different energy and different intention to try new blocking or new emotional connections. And so that's been really fun.
Because, with musicals, choreographers' work is like super, super hefty because you're doing basically anytime the music starts, that's when you come on. But then you also get to direct it. So what is that like?
When I was doing just the choreographer job with Ron Anderson and Paul Pierce, I connected to both of them. So I was not only choreographing, but I was in some ways setting blocking or creating pictures within the scenes itself. So it was kind of directing,
right.
But I wasn't obviously the overall seer and the creator of the project like those gentlemen were. And so later when my opportunities came to me about directing, it's always been both. I think it's fun. I always love the fact that I get to work with so many new artists that come in that sometimes the material that I envision or want to set, I really can't set until I get a feel for the people on the floor in the room at that time. I would love to just direct and have someone choreograph my show one day. So I'm sort of putting that out there in the universe that I would love to just set the scenes and share my ideas with another creative artist, because I definitely love and thrive on collaboration.
Personal question. So when you consider your choreography, because I am not a planner, but you have to plan, right? You have to plan.
I do.
I'm more like, I'll plan, but then I already know in my head. But once because you just said something that made me think about when you get in the rehearsal space, it's like, oh, I had this plan, but I saw this and I want to do this. So are you more like an organic choreographer, or are you more like structured and straight by the plan? Right.
I definitely like to have a strong vision when I come into the room. I don't know any production that I've directed or choreographed that it's been mapped out prior to walking into the room. I would say a chorus line is probably the one and only project that would fit that mold, that I sort of had grids and graphs because
it had to be, though.
It had to be that way. I definitely come in with a vision and with some choreography already done. So of course I don't waste time, but a lot of it is organic and based on the overall abilities and what someone's given me. I think it's a mix of both. We are doing a festival idea outdoors, which I think is tremendous. And I think it's definitely an untapped sort of environment for the Springer. And I think that there's lots of room for expansion within this idea of an outdoor festival.
Have you talked to the clouds so that we can have actual rain, or is that not a thing that's going to happen?
Well, I hope that the weather is on our side for this opportunity. We will continue with our rain element like we did last year. That will be transported outside. And Matthew Swindell created this genius way of doing that. But we will definitely use that technical element to create that for the Don Lockwood character in that number. And it will be just as beautiful outdoors as it was indoors. It will have all of the big lavish song and dance numbers. It will have the complete story, full lighting elements being hung by trusses outdoors on this festival stage, which is going to be so exciting. Every day that I show up to the theater, there's a little bit more built and a little bit more built. So the anticipation of sort of stepping on that new Springer stage is going to be exciting when we get to get out there. Right now, we're in full rehearsal mode and we are rehearsing indoors, and I must say the most safe environment that since the coronavirus has been present that I've ever experienced. The Springer Opera House is the cleanest, safest place I have been. I would rather be in the Springer Opera House than anywhere else in this community because of the procedures and because of their various high-tech ways of sanitation and the protocols within inside to keep everyone safe. We wear masks inside. We are definitely socially distant. Everyone has shown up and has to continue to provide a negative COVID test. Sanitation daily. After we touch anything or we've sat somewhere, it gets cleaned immediately. I feel 100% secure in the space, and I think I speak for everyone involved that they do as well. And it's just been so nice to see everyone again and sort of be back in this space.
Water rigging clips shot by the Ledger Enquirer. Singin' in the Rain plays March 18th through April 3rd, and you can get your tickets right now at springeroperahouse.org. While you're there, also check out information for the rest of our Theater Under the Stars series so you can come and have fun at the first outdoor theater festival held by the Springer Opera House. Remember, if you have any thoughts, ideas, or suggestions, please hit us up via email, social@springeroperahouse.org, or you can always check out our Facebook or our Instagram at Springer Opera House. That's another all-new episode of The Spot, your all-access backstage pass to all things Springer, and of course, you know I've always got the tea when it comes to anything and everything theater, arts, and culture. I'm Dureyea, and until next time, please be safe, and, you guessed it, spread love.